However, we've just had yesterday a call from the basically the Equalities Watchdog, the Equality and Human Rights Commission, for basically employers being told you are risking breaching equality laws unless you allow menopausal women basically to sort of have some things like cooler uniforms, work from home on hot days, have quiet rooms to rest in, have fans or air conditioning in their workplaces. They must make allowances for female employees with severe symptoms, just as they do for those with disabilities. They'll be found guilty of either sex or age discrimination if they penalise staff for taking time off when they are suffering it. If they ridicule women, that would constitute harassment. Right. I'm in a difficult one here. I remember doing my breakfast show for quite a few months on about an hour's sleep. It may have shown on occasion when I was having hot flushes. Went on, very wise former GP, went on HRT. It is amazing. I mean, within 2 weeks, absolutely fine. But lots of women find it doesn't work so easily for them.
Yeah.
Some women, because of a high risk of breast cancer and other cancers, are advised not to take it by doctors. A lot of women struggle to get it. Doctors talk them out of it. I also know a huge number of women who, frankly, I want to give you a slap. I really do. You say, oh, I don't want to take medication. No, it replaces your natural hormones. It's a good thing. It makes you feel better. But should the employer have to be working around these things, or is this fair that he or she should do so?
Not when we label it. I want the menopause, otherwise it's unfair that women are getting preferential treatment in going in. But you know, this is where employers should work around anyone who's if you're feeling under the weather, if whether that's caused through hormones or whether that's caused through an illness or whether it's caused through a physical condition or whether it's caused through a mental condition. Yeah. Employers need to be more caring of their staff.
I just worry that there's so much now about sort of about constantly sort of caring and working around people's issues and look, we know that lots of women in their drop out of the workplace particularly around their 50s because they're having difficult. Look, I'm telling you, if you don't sleep for more than an hour a night for months on end, it's going to drive you crazy. Yes, you will be a hormonal, but genuinely, and it is bad for you. But that's what I mean. HRT, it is a miracle cure. It really is for those who can take it. Yes. Please don't get in touch and say not all women can take it. I know that. I've acknowledged that twice now. But I do find it frustrating that women are constantly now... My generation and my mother's generation, you just got on with it. And yet, you know what? You might have period pain. You might have a bad period. You might be feeling rotten. You might want to scream at people all day. Yeah, you're welcome to the world. But I'm just not entirely sure the whole world needs to be organised around women's hormones.
The whole world does need to be organised around not just women's hormones, but all.
It's organised around men's hormones now.
Employers should be caring, but it's up to a point. Employers employ people. They give them tokens, i.e. a salary, for doing stuff. If those people can't do that stuff for
whatever reason,
then for whatever reason, then the employer should not be in a position where they have to continue to employ them, no matter what the excuse is.
Because this isn't the same as a disability. I don't like it being treated as a disability. It's a natural part of women's lives. I mean, that's the reality. Is I find it's a very difficult balance. I think we've gone from we don't care anything. What do we care about? Pregnancy rights and things to actually going a little bit too far the other way. And I think if I were an employer, I'm thinking, would I employ a young woman who might want to have kids? Would I employ an older woman who might go through menopause? Do I want to employ a woman at all? And then we do get into that territory, I really think.
Well, I've heard female CEOs turn around and say that they wouldn't employ women who are of childbearing age. Yeah. And they then say they champion women's rights.
Yeah, so absolutely.